everybody, Sean with Triangle of Truth here, and I am back. Got a little bit of a hybrid video, if you will, twofer. We'll call it a twofer. So it's a little bit of a haul of comics. Got some stuff in from an online sale from my local LCS. They do online sales throughout the week. Was able to get some of these brought home to me because I've been so busy I haven't been able to get over there to grab it. So this was nice enough to be dropped off. Not only that, I've got a little bit of an update of some of the Kickstarters that we backed that we should start seeing come in the mail over the next month or two. So I just kind of wanted to give an update, let y'all know what we plan to read, what we're excited to read, and unboxings and videos and reviews that are coming. So it's a little bit of everything in this video. So with that said, let's jump right into the haul, get those out of the way so I can just ramble later on in the video about all the other stuff. So this first one is a comic from Boom Studios, and it's one called Luna, #1. Honestly, I have no idea what this is about. I honestly, I follow Boom on social media. I don't remember seeing a synopsis on this one when they promoted it, so that's my fault. I probably could have looked a little harder, but it's a #1. I like to grab #1s because you're only out a few bucks. I mean, it never hurts you, and that's the best way to find new stories, in my opinion. So figured I'd grab it. These are all #1s, by the way. So excited to read that because I want to get my catalog of Boom a little broader. I've only read mainly like the Power Ranger stuff with a few other stories that have been really good. So I really want to broaden into their catalog and see what they got. That said, this next one is from Devil's Due Comics, and I don't think I've actually read anything by them yet. So when this popped up again as a #1 on the sale, I was like, why not? And it's called The Encoded. So I'm really excited to check that one out. Again, interesting looking cover. Had a chance to kind of flip through it. It definitely looks like it's going to be a really, really cool issue. And I'm hoping that it's another one of those where if there's more issues already out, I'll try to grab them, or if there's a trade, I'd much prefer to grab that. So if you've read it, don't spoil it for me in the comments, but leave us a comment. Let us know, whether you liked the story or not. And this next one is, as soon as I saw the cover, y'all have heard me mention this in the past because I've gotten about 2 or 3 different books based on stuff like this. So I love ancient Japanese culture. I love Japanese culture in general, but definitely am fascinated with ancient Japanese culture. So when I saw this one, it's called Shi no Kage, Shadow of Death, #1. Had to grab it, saw the cover, gotta read it, because to be honest, my gut when following stories like these, when I see covers like that, has not let me down yet. I don't think this will be any exception. Plus, I believe this is another new company. Give me one second, I'm going to kind of cheat and open because I actually didn't read you the publisher, and I apologize. It is from Black Box Comics. So, again, another publisher I actually haven't personally heard of yet. So I am excited to check out their stuff and dive into it. This next, and this is the last single issue I got, again, this is from the sale. I got this because, one, it just looked interesting with all the promotional photos and whatnot. 2, it's from Matt Kindt, and myself and everybody here on the channel is a big fan of Matt Kindt and his writing. We have several trades, a bunch of single issues of his. He's never let us down in any of his stories. So this is one of those where I had to grab it. I figured it would be kind of a hard book to come by. I will do my best to kind of show it on camera here, so I'm going to pull it out so that the plastic's not killing too much, but it is a black cover, so if it doesn't show too well for this particular book, we'll show a cover over here on either side of me, wherever Jay feels like putting it when he edits the video, so that you can see the cover a little better. But it is Fear Case #1. Hopefully that shows really well for you guys. If not, like I said, another picture will be shown. I'm excited to read it because, again, when it comes to Matt Kindt, I feel like you can do no wrong. So, we'll go with that and leave it there. This last one is a book that I actually got a little, like on the live sale about a week before this one with the single issues. And I got it, one, because Aftershocks become one of my favorite publishers. Doesn't matter who the story is that they've printed out. It's been amazing. So it was one of those, again, I decided to take a gamble on it. And not to mention, apparently this is a pretty rare trade. It's like a 1 in 4 type deal. And it's called Kiliman. I'm very excited to read it. It looks, from what I can see, it's about an MMA fighter that was a champion. And apparently comes out as gay and everybody turns their back on him. And the way he has to get back into the game of fighting and back to the top is he has to go train with the man he watched kill his father. And apparently his father was a fighter as well. So this is one of those where I'm curious to see where that social issue takes the story and see how they use it. Because, you know, adding stuff like this, you know, into comics can be good or can be bad. It really depends on how it's presented in the story. So I'm curious to see where that takes it. So that is all I've got as far as the new comics go that I have here. For the Kickstarter stuff, these are all projects that have thankfully been fully funded, so we know they're going to happen. And so now we're literally waiting. I think in March we'll start getting like the first of these 3 projects coming in, and we are beyond excited. So the one that I believe we're going to get first, you actually heard me mention in a video top 5 comics that you should read for 2020, and I actually have gotten to read an Ashcan that Scout put out of this, but nonetheless this will be the first full issue that I'm excited for. It's called Talon, Seed of Darkness by, it's like Banished Shadow Art, Caspian Dark, and Jeffrey Vincent. So I'm, based on just that little Ashcan I got to read, it looks amazing. The art is what, when I was looking through everything, that's what really made me want to back it. It's so good. Some of the absolute coolest looking art in the world that they're in it's just really cool looking. So I'm ready to read the story behind what I was seeing visually. So I'm very excited for that. This next one is actually a bit of a twofer. The main book that we got, it's a hardcover collected edition of Brindle. And then both books are by, and I'm sure I'm going to butcher the names, and I apologize. One is French, one is Italian. Friedrich Bremaud. It's Brremauld, or I'm sorry, Maud. I even spelled it wrong. Go figure. And Federico Bertolucci. Gentlemen, I hope I got your names somewhat close. If I didn't, feel free to let me know. But the story of Brindle looks very cool. It is one of those where I can't remember the name of the film, but there was a film I watched recently that was kind of based around some like Irish folklore, and the art style in this book reminded me very much of that movie, and I was very, very captured by that movie visually. And not to mention the story itself looks amazing, and I can't wait. I'm not going to spoil any of that one for you. But the other part of this that comes with it is it's called Love the Mastiff. And apparently this is a series of books that these gentlemen have done where it is love and then they focus on maybe a certain animal, or it's the sea or the earth and this and that. In this case, it's a Mastiff. And from what we can tell, there's no words in these books. It is all just some of the most amazing visuals that you will see on a page that tell the story that way. It's a very visual story. And I mean, there's one about tigers, dinosaurs if I remember right, and several others. And just the artwork and the scenery is stunning. So we are very excited to read both of these and do a review just to let you know what they think. I mean, from what I understand, there's been awards won on this Love series that they have done. It's that good. So if you've read any of these, or read, we'll go with that. if you've read any of the work from these guys, let us know in the comments what to expect as far as, you know, did you like it, did you not like it, and this and that. Finally, this is actually the most recent Kickstarter that we backed, and it just concluded. Pledges were collected. And this is Legend of Oz, The Wicked West by Tom Hutchison. If I remember right, this is the gentleman that is behind BDI Comics. I have read a few of the comics that he's put out. They are awesome. I expect nothing less than for these to be awesome. We actually went for a really cool Emerald Edition cover on what we decided to do. Not to mention there's a full other story that's like a 1 through 6 thing. So we've got about 7 books coming. And I'm excited to see the variant that we got of the main storyline. It's a foil emerald green. I can't wait to see it. So that's going to be one of those where when we read it, we're going to do our best to make sure that book never gets screwed up. And like I said, check out Tom on Instagram, BDI Comics. All awesome stuff. He's done stuff on Kickstarter before. He's got some stuff that you can find out in stores. Just, you have to go and check it out. I cannot recommend him enough. So, anyways, that is basically what we've got going on, you know, between this new stuff that I've got to read. This is what you can expect from us from the Kickstarter stuff. We are going to do unboxings, reviews literally on all of this stuff. Whether it's me, Jenna, Jay, or any combination of the three of us, we have been so excited to back a lot of this stuff that, you know, and to get it to everybody. I'm just basically kind of hitting repeat and sound like a broken record, but yeah, just the excitement level is through the roof here. And for the artists and the writers of all these things, thank you so much for allowing us the opportunity to help back you guys, read it just for the entertainment and all that, because it's really, that's what drives us. We love to support, you know, artists in any way we can, especially when it's something direct like this. As always, guys, I want you to stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll get you guys next time. Later.